Hi guys, my name is JBA and I'm building some dioramas. We're here in my garden in order to speak about Galilei, a diorama that matters. At least it matters to me. You guys know about George Lucas. He's a famous American businessman who did quite a few interesting, or at least entertaining movies back in the 70s, beginning of the 1980s. Well, he considers his movies as being always unfinished business, which means that every time he reissues his movies in DVD, he just adds 1 minute or two, which allows him to sell twice the same thing to the same people, which is very clever. But anyway, I consider my dioramas being the same. They are unfinished business every time, which means that I may take back one diorama I did maybe 10 years ago and just spend a week or two to update it in order for it to be worth what I am doing up to this date. And to have done Galilei this summer in a rush, while working maybe 5 or 6 hours a day on it in order for it to be finished in something like 1 month. Well, it was actually. The problem is I never had the time to think about it twice, which means that some parts may have been thrown together in 2 minutes, while more time should have been spent in thinking about them first. So today I'm going to look at Galilei and see what I can improve. I will try to get this improving work done in less than 1 week if possible. So here's this good old diorama that I did this summer. So first there's something that I was never happy about. It is the base, the wooden base, which is thrown together in 2 minutes. First thing first, let's wipe it. I really can't stand seeing it anymore again. Okay. Okay, this is done. Now, so there are things that I won't even try to do it again. I mean the sea, for instance. If I wasn't happy about the sea, I should be about to redo entirely the diorama, and this is out of the question, of course. So we're going to see at some little spots which I am completely unhappy about. Well, first thing first, let's have a look at the mast. I did it not especially in a rush, but I don't think that I used the right material in order to do it. I did it out of ABS 2-part epoxy sculpt. So this is a very good material. The problem is that I didn't sculpt it right, and as you can see from this close-up, this is not entirely a round surface like it should have been. So I think that I will have two choices on that one. Either I redo entirely this kind of top of mast while doing maybe something out of vacuum form plastic, or maybe I can use some aspirin pill or anything. I should find another way to do it. Or, other way, I can maybe add a bit of rust or maybe some stains or something that suggests a shock, so that I could get away with it with not such a round surface. We are going to see that later. The main source for my unhappiness with this diorama is the way the figure lies here. The problem is, when I first modeled it, I bent its knees and its legs in order for the figure to lean against the wall that you can see here. The problem is, what I didn't think about at this time was that the boat in itself was not standing straight, which means that even if I bend the knees, the figure now appears to be exactly stiff and right, you know, here. So well, this is not really very good, so I will have to take it back again. So I will try to zoom it so you guys can see. Yes, okay. So what do I plan to do? I think that the best way would be to take the guy's head, and to bend it against the glass here. So of course I think that the whole scene would appear to be a little bit more pathetic, which is not really what I intended first. But as I don't really plan to do a figure completely again, I think that will be the best way to proceed. Another week of color correction here and there. If you see on lots of detail, just like here for instance, the shadows are not really as well done as here. So my messy way of painting the Galilei diorama also has its downside. If you look closely at here, you can really see that there's a problem here. You know, there's a thicker part here than there, so this is another thing I will have to work out. Plenty of color correction, really. So other than this, I think that Galilei is a rather fine diorama that I could maybe present at some fair or something. As you can see, I can just spot another trouble here. It's just the way I did the rust here, which is not very realistic. Maybe I should work it some more.